Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Monday. All right, guys, so I'm going to say this in every video today, but a couple things. One, we announced our Rose Forever winners. We didn't want to put your emails out there on our community post. So what we did was we just sent you an email. If you got the email, please email us back. That way we can send you whatever bouquet that you would like from Rose Forever. And thank you for participating. And then two, I hope everybody had a beautiful Mother's Day. Love all of the mothers out there, and you guys deserve that day. And Jason and I had the best day with our mom. So I just hope the same thing for you guys. Now, with that, we have a lot to talk about, lots to discuss. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's All right, guys, so we're wondering, is there trouble in the Umansky household? Kyle Richards, Mauricio, we've been following this story for a long time. He's been seen with multiple women. Kyle Richards has been linked to one specific woman, and I think that their kids have been probably collateral for the press through all of this, but yeah. All right. Well, Sophia Umansky, there were a few takeaways from some recent developments that involve Sophia. And apparently she has left the agency. She has left her father's place of business. Yeah, Sophia Umansky, the daughter of Kyle Richards and Mauricio, she has confirmed she is no longer working at the agency, her father's real estate firm, featured on Buying Beverly Hills. It was during a recent Amazon Live session where with her mother, where Sophia said, well, not currently. I was exploring real estate and I might again, but right now I am not. A lot of people, I'm seeing where fans are running wild with this. A lot of people feel like maybe something happened and she doesn't want to be around the energy right now that is going on between her mother and her father. I do want to add in here, though, Jason and I, we attempted real estate in Beverly Hills, which that was interesting to say the least. But when we attempted real estate in Beverly Hills, it was just it was not for us. It's a lot harder than people think. It takes a very specific personality, and for somebody like Sophia, I feel like she would have been, and I think that we would all think this, right? Where you might be handed a little bit more or better opportunities being the daughter of the creator, owner, Mauricio Umansky, the big head boss. But maybe that's not always true. I don't know. But she did give a health update. She revealed that she experienced hair loss after using a weight loss medication, Mounjaro, and saying that it was rapid weight loss rather than the drug itself that contributed to her hair loss. But I don't actually know. Now, moving on. Right now, it's all speculation. If she does want to come out in the future and talk about it, I'm sure she will. However, I think that family is very tight-lipped and close-knit. I don't think that they're going to share all of these things that are being talked about. I think that they'll keep some things under wraps. But it was during the stream, though, a fan asked if Portia Umansky, who was not on the stream, had any plans to pursue a career in real estate like her father. And Alexia responded, no. Kyle's other daughter, Farah, then said she's very entrepreneurial. She'll probably start her own business. And Kyle did chime in saying the other day she was pacing back and forth. And I thought, why is Portia on a business call? And she was literally on a business call. She had all of these great ideas. And I'm like, this girl is so smart. But I think she knows that she would always have that option to do real estate if she wanted to, maybe. But you can't succeed in business, real estate, unless you're passionate about it. So I want her to do a business that she is passionate about. And I think that that's great. Now, moving on, Charli Burnett. I don't know if you guys remember her from season 8 and I think she was on season 8 and season 9 of, was it season 8, 9, and 10? I don't know. Of Vanderpump Rules. She disclosed that she never worked at SUR. So, yeah. I've been saying this for a long time. She explained that the casting was presented to her agency as a show about young actors in LA, and she was unaware it was Vanderpump Rules until later in the process. And she did say her biggest regret was not watching the show before joining, saying, I would have gone in a completely different direction. I was complete like blind buddy. But she described her sudden decision to leave the show, saying, I was getting on my way ready to film and I just backed out for some reason. This is why I don't think that the Vanderpump Rules reboot is going to do good like people think it's going to. I think they started really messing up during season 8. I love Dana Cathan. I think that she's so funny, she's so witty, she's so cool. But she was also brought in last minute to film Vanderpump Rules when she didn't really have these close connections with anybody. They forged a lot of the dynamics, a lot of the relationships in order to make this work. And Max, if you guys remember him, he was canceled, but Max Boyens, he started as assistant GM of Tom Tom. The original GM was Leo, who is really good friends with Lala Kent. You guys have seen them together, but that did not work out for whatever reason. And then Max ended up taking over as main GM. And while he was doing that, he really had this like good relationship with the Tom. So it came off incredibly organic. And he was hooking up with Sheena at the time. So that one made more sense. But there were a few people like Brett, who came on, also canceled. Charli, who came on, didn't make any sense. Danica Dow did not make any sense. And Dana Cathan, she didn't really make sense, but she did a really good job of integrating herself into the show to make herself make sense. But it definitely wasn't the same energy of how like the show originated. So yeah, but moving on. Brittany Cartwright, she did reflect on her canceled bar plans and future endeavors because if you guys don't know, well, that Britt and WeHo, that fell through. She shared this a while back. I think it was like a month or two ago, where she shared that her plans to open a bar named Britt's WeHo, they were unexpectedly canceled when the property owner decided to go in a different direction. And she is now saying that Tom Schwartz gave her some good advice. She said Tom helped her to see the situation as a blessing in disguise, recalling that he did have some warning about the challenges of having one's name on a bar. I think that if anybody can speak to this, I think that Tom Schwartz would be a good person, especially after Scandal happened and Schwartz and Sandy's tanked. And for those of you guys who don't know, Tom and Tom, even though they have Tom Tom, I believe that they both each have like 1% or 2% of that business. It's not like they have some overwhelming amount. And I'm not even sure that they've ever even seen a paycheck out of that business, especially after it was out for like 2 years. And then I think it was 2 or 3 years that I worked there. And then I stopped when the pandemic hit. And then I left and never went back. And every time I go back, it looks totally different. The staff looks different. It's definitely not the same. But yeah, I don't think he's seen a check. But looking ahead, Brittany did express some optimism about future opportunities, mentioning her upcoming brand deals and commercials. And she also hinted at the possibility of expanding her Mama's beer cheese brand. And she made a joke saying, maybe Mama's beer cheese will be sold to Walmart or something. I don't think that that's going to happen. But then again, I don't sleep on anybody who is entrepreneurial in any way. So pop off in the comment section, guys. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and we'll see you later. Love you guys. Bye.